The chapter starts with the narrator mentioning that Tanjiro has fully recovered and is actively participating in the Hashira training he had been longing for. Lord Uzui notices him and greets him, saying,
"Long time no see. I heard you fought another upper-ranked demon. It's fortunate that you're still in one piece. Now let's wake up that sluggish body of yours."
Tanjiro, filled with passion, declares that he will give his all to improve. Lord Uzui's 3 wives are delighted to see Tanjiro back in action. After approximately 10 days, Tanjiro receives permission to go to the next Hashira's location. The scene shifts to Tokito's mansion, where the sounds of intense training can be heard. While training Tanjiro, Tokito exclaims,
"You're faster than before, Tanjiro. Make the transition from tense to relaxed in your muscles smoother. Excellent, just like that. This way your physical strength will last longer. Your leg and hip movements flow perfectly. You're ready for the next Hashira, Tanjiro."
Tanjiro is astonished since it has only been 5 days since he started training with Tokito. Tokito replies,
"Well, you're following my instructions precisely."
One of the lower-ranked demon slayers asks Tokito if they can also leave, as they have been there for 2 weeks. Tokito looks at them seriously and declares,
"What are you talking about? Not you guys. After you finish perfecting your swing, you have to practice striking until the practice dummy breaks."
The lower-ranked demon slayers become frightened upon hearing those words. They end up crying, realizing the vast difference between themselves and Tanjiro. The scene then shifts to Kanroji's mansion, where she exclaims,
"It's great to see you, Tanjiro. Come on in."
Tanjiro bows down and exclaims,
"Long time no see. I'm glad to see you looking well. Do you keep bees? I smell the pleasing scent of honey."
Kanroji smiles and responds,
"Oh, you noticed? That's right. If you put honey on your pancake, it tastes incredibly delicious. And don't forget the butter. Tea time is at 3. I'll make pancakes, so look forward to it."
Tanjiro is confused as he tries to process so much information at once. The scene shifts to Kanroji's training area, where everyone is wearing matching outfits and learning to dance to the music. However, the flexibility exercises are extremely brutal, as they mostly involve stretching with brute force. Tanjiro completes his training with Kanroji and proceeds to the next Hashira. The scene changes to the mansion of the snake Hashira, Iguro, where he says,
"Tanjiro Kamado, I've been waiting for you."
Before Tanjiro can finish expressing his excitement about the training, Iguro interrupts him and warns him to be quiet or he'll kill him. Furiously, Iguro adds,
"I heard about you from Kanroji. She mentioned that you had a lot of fun during training. I won't go easy on you like Kanroji did."
Tanjiro then mutters to himself that Iguro has despised him from the very beginning. The scene transitions to Iguro's training area, where he binds all the trainees to wooden slabs and covers their mouths. He explains,
"You will swing your sword while avoiding these obstacles."
Tanjiro trembles with fear and wonders if this is an execution chamber. He asks if these people committed some sort of crime. Iguro responds,
"Yes, that's right. The crime of being weak, the crime of not learning, the crime of being a pain in the ass, and the crime of irritating me."
Tanjiro starts to worry about the training. He narrates,
And so, the extremely harsh training commences. I used a wooden sword, but hitting them would still cause great injury. Iguro's attacks move between these poor trainees. It's highly dangerous. Due to his unique style, his attacks bend in strange ways. Despite having a wooden sword like mine, why does his bend so much? His attacks slither through narrow openings, just like a snake. What makes it even more challenging is that I can hear their pleas when I aim between them. Voices like, "Please, please, please don't hit us." I can truly hear them, and it breaks my heart. My hands tremble with nerves like never before. If I'm not incredibly precise, it will end in disaster. But after 4 days, I became more accurate with my strikes than ever before. I could dodge Iguro's blows and launch my own attacks. When one of my strikes cut the edge of Iguro's cloth, he declared that my training was over.
"All right, die, you scum, and don't get too friendly with Kanroji."
Tanjiro thanks him for the training, but was sad that he still hated him. Tanjiro continues his journey to train with the next Hashira. He searches for Sanemi's dojo, the Wind Hashira, and realizes he needs to turn right to reach it. Unexpectedly, Zenitsu appears out of nowhere and locks eyes with Tanjiro. They are both taken aback by the sight of each other. Zenitsu embraces Tanjiro and urgently pleads, "Help me escape, Tanjiro." Tanjiro responds with confusion. "Escape? From what?" Zenitsu continues, "I can't take it anymore. It's impossible. I finally ran away. I crawled up the fence and disappeared like a lizard. My life is in danger. They'll kill me." Suddenly, Sanemi grabs Zenitsu's head tightly and glares at him with fury. Zenitsu and Tanjiro are shocked and frightened as Sanemi declares,
"Choose. Return to training or die."
Zenitsu immediately clings to Tanjiro, begging for mercy. Sanemi slaps him and demands silence. As he walks away, he instructs Tanjiro to carry the unconscious Zenitsu, and Tanjiro agrees. Tanjiro apologizes to Zenitsu and encourages him to do their best. Tanjiro casually addresses Sanemi, saying,
Long time no see. Today I start training with you. I'm looking forward to this.
Sanemi, annoyed, replies.
"Don't get carried away. I don't like you."
Tanjiro smiles and retorts.
That's perfectly fine. I don't like you either. You stabbed Nezuko.
Sanemi is taken aback. He angrily smirks and says,
"You've got some nerve to talk to me like that."
The scene transitions to Tanjiro training with Sanemi, and he begins to narrate.
The training with Sanemi-san was so grueling that I understood why Zenitsu was so afraid. It consisted of a simple striking exercise where I would attack Sanemi-san. Each session continued without breaks until I vomited blood and passed out. Even Iguro-san gave me more rest. When Zenitsu woke up, he cursed me as if I had killed his parents. Sanemi-san was particularly tough on me. If I lost focus for even a moment, I would sustain severe injuries and end up back in recovery.
Tanjiro is severely battered from the training. He continues,
That was a rough first day. I was a mess, covered in vomit, and on the verge of losing confidence.
Suddenly, Tanjiro hears Genya's voice saying, Sanemi, wait, I want to talk to you. Tanjiro tries to eavesdrop on their conversation. Sanemi warns Genya,
You just don't give up. I don't have a little brother. If you don't knock it off, I'll kill you.
Genya is stunned by his older brother's words and remains speechless. Tanjiro peeks through the hallway, wondering about the situation between the two brothers, and the chapter comes to an end.
Hey guys! If you liked this video, please consider subscribing because it encourages me to keep making more content for you. Thank you so much and stay safe!